Is there a grading curve on the Uniform Bar Exam, UBE? If you are preparing for the Uniform Bar Examination and have been wondering about the grading system, you are not alone. Many aspiring lawyers want to know how their scores are determined. So, is there a grading curve on the Uniform Bar Examination? Let's break it down. The Uniform Bar Examination does not use a traditional grading curve. Instead, it employs a method called scaling. This means that your raw scores are adjusted to account for variations in exam difficulty across different test dates. The Uniform Bar Examination consists of three main parts. These are the Multistate Bar Examination, the Multistate Essay Examination, and the Multistate Performance Test. The Multistate Bar Examination is scored by the National Conference of Bar Examiners and counts for 50% of your total score. The Multistate Essay Examination and the Multistate Performance Test are graded by the jurisdiction and together make up the remaining 50%. Specifically, the Multistate Essay Examination accounts for 30%, while the Multistate Performance Test accounts for 20%. Your total score is reported on a 400-point scale. Initially, each component is scored as a raw score. For the Multistate Bar Examination, this is based on the number of correct answers. For the Multistate Essay Examination and the Multistate Performance Test, points are awarded by trained graders. Since the difficulty of the exam can change from one administration to another, these raw scores are then scaled. This scaling process ensures that a particular scaled score reflects the same level of ability, regardless of how hard the exam was on that day. Unlike a traditional curve that would force a fixed percentage of test takers to pass or fail, the scaling method adjusts scores based on statistical analysis. For instance, if the questions on the Multistate Bar Examination are harder during one administration, fewer correct answers are needed to achieve a certain scaled score. Conversely, if the questions are easier, more correct answers are required to reach that same score. The Multistate Essay Examination and the Multistate Performance Test are graded by trained attorneys or judges using standardized rubrics. They assess how well you apply the law to the facts presented. Spelling or handwriting does not affect your score. After grading, these scores are scaled to align with the Multistate Bar Examination scores, resulting in a combined Uniform Bar Examination score. Each jurisdiction sets its own minimum passing score on the Uniform Bar Examination. This typically hovers around 260 out of 400, but it can vary. The scaling process helps ensure fairness across different exam administrations, but it does not guarantee a specific pass rate. For law students, understanding that the Uniform Bar Examination uses scaling rather than a traditional curve is important. It means you should focus on mastering the material and performing well on each part of the exam. The scaling process aims to keep passing standards consistent across different exam dates and jurisdictions. In summary, the Uniform Bar Examination does not use a grading curve. Instead, it relies on a scaling method to adjust scores based on exam difficulty. This approach helps maintain fairness and consistency in scoring across various jurisdictions and exam administrations.